What's up YouTube, it's Johnny Busket. I'm here with a new video for you guys. I've been playing games. We had a tournament recently in DCDB and it hit me. It was not many people know how to utilize the website or the bot or a lot of the useful things that is available to those of you that play DCDB competitive and even those of you guys that play casual and don't like to step into the cube or competitive variant. So Johnny Busket is here to show you how a lot of this stuff works and how it can really help you out in a lot of your games or even when you're just playing with your friends. So just to start off, for you guys who are a little unfamiliar with what DCDB Cube is, it's the competitive variant. I always like to start the videos by saying that it's a way to balance the game and combine all the different sets into one, exactly that, one balanced version of DCDB that can be played in tournaments and competitively. A lot of this has been started by Robert Green, who is right here on your screen right now. You can see his name here in the Discord, who kind of manages all this and sets it up. He codes for the website. He works with the bot. He's the reason a lot of this stuff happens. So thanks, Robert. And he's made a lot of this stuff available for us to use. So the first thing we'll jump into is going to be a ton of information. I just want to get through it as quickly as possible so we don't have an hour-long video. Is the website. So let's go right to dcdeckbuilding.com. This, along with the Discord, is kind of the home base. This is where you'll find articles, useful information, and a lot of great things to help not only your gameplay, but to make it easier for you and your friends to start games. So as you can see right here on the first page, as soon as you go to the website, you're going to see a bunch of articles, tournament information, the season updates. There's a lot of good stuff here, so just go through and look. But right up here at the top is links to the different areas of the website. So the first thing we see is the events calendar. When you follow this link, you'll get a nice little calendar of the year every single month with little dates and events under each one, showing you when our tournaments are, when there's special events, when the new seasons begin. So in DCDB Cube, every new season you'll have cards move around. They'll maybe make some balancing changes, and that kind of lets you know when that will be happening. If you notice right here, there's actually a date in November, the 2021 Players Challenge. That's the invitational. If you guys participate throughout the year, you win some games, maybe you're just an enthusiast, you could be invited to that, and there is cash prizes. I know everybody likes money, so that's cool. Coming back to the website, we also have the card database. Now this is where I say it can get really useful for you guys. That's dcdeckbuilding.info. You can find any and everything DC Deck Building right here in the database. It is available through this card search engine where you can just put in the name. Basically, I'm going to say Bass, and now it's not only showing me the MC but also the available card under that name. There's also an advanced search. Get down into specifically cards, characters, supervillains, whether it's legal in Cube, whether it's banned in Cube. You can make changes by cost, card type, subtype, keywords, text contains. There's so much great ways to find things that you're looking for in this. If I just wanted to find cards that were, I guess, defenses, I can go into keyword, let's put in defense, search, and I get all things defense. If I wanted to go in here and look for cards that start with the letter Z or contain the letter Z, that's easy. I just find everything with Z in it. So there's so many different ways you could use this. I'm sure you guys are always wondering about certain things, and this database is a good way to find it. Now back on the site, there's also another useful thing you can do. It can give you a supervillain stack. So if you're playing with your friends and you guys are interested in not knowing what the villains are, but you just want a supervillain stack, you can run this little program here, come to stack by cost, and click to reveal the cost, and you can shuffle up your supervillains by cost, and you have a boss stack. You can also see every single name. So if you have a neutral party who just set up the games for you guys, they can set you up a boss stack just like that. Next thing is the rule book. So all things DCDB competitive, all of the rules are found here. I don't come to this page very much, and I'll show you guys why later, but there's resolutions for different MCs, different specific cards. It explains what they do, how they do it, and why they do it. Everything is found in this rule book, and there's a really useful way of finding this information without having to come here, and I'll show you guys that in a little bit. But also I want to highlight the rule books link. Robert has put every single rule book from every single DCDB set or game available for you guys. You can download it or just look at it. It's there for you to view. But this rulebook is here if you guys ever have questions on rulings for supervillains, main deck cards, main character cards, whatever you need. You can find it here. Next thing is the personal page. We're actually going to come back to that because there's a lot more to talk about concerning that. So we'll skip on to the player leaderboard. So for you guys that do play competitive, you'll see our player leaderboards here. Fiend being our number 1, followed by Johan and Zepho. The trivia leaderboard, and I'll tell you guys what trivia is. That is also here. There's a guy named Johnny Busket right there. But yeah, we'll show you more about that in a bit. MC ratings, once again, this is something that is tracked for competitive play. How different main character teams fare in their games. So as you can see here at the very top, we have Red Tornado, Animal Man, Red Tornado. It's played 10 games in season 19, and here's its match rating. Now the way match ratings kind of work is first place gets 4 points, second place gets 2 points, third and fourth place gets 0 points. So this is the average rating for people that have used this team in these 10 games. Now we can go through other seasons and see how other teams fared. The first one here, Starfire, Red Tornado, Kyle Rayner, Bizarro, 20 matches, 3.25 rating. You can also sort by these different things just by clicking on them. So the team with the most games, 120, Granny Goodness, Indigo, with a match rating of 1.72, just under second place. So you guys can also sort this by specific MCs. So if you're wondering what the rating is for someone specifically, let's say C4 Flash, someone who's been getting a lot of play this season, 2.86 for the Flash, Red Tornado, and Captain Boomerang out of 10 games. So that is there. I'm going to switch it to the highest match count, 40 games. Flash, Cheetah, Jay Garrick, 2.39 rating, also pretty good. So all this information is here for you to access anytime you want. Next thing are the cube stats. So this is going to show you the breakdown of the cube as far as cards. So the number of equipments, heroes, number of attacks, number of defenses, the average cost for those cards. Down here it's even broken down by set. So once again, this could be very, very useful for you. And if you're interested in looking at the breakdown for past seasons, that is there as well. Next thing is the season updates. So whenever a season changes over, as I mentioned earlier, there will be balancing changes. And you can find those changes here on this screen when it comes to your MCs. Which cards went up, which cards went down, which cards became legal, which cards were banned. There's also an article that follows this. So back on the home page, you saw a list of all those articles. And I also will have a video in that article breaking down those changes as well. But this is an easy way to kind of look through and see which MCs went up, went down, got banned, or made legal. You can find them all right here on the season update page. If you're ever wondering what cards are included in the main deck for DCDB Cube, you can find them here. Currently we have 414 and they're all listed out right there for you. Same thing, we have the ban list on this link, and we also have the MC tier list on this link. These stay updated per season, so it should always show you the most current MCs and main deck cards that are included in the DCDB competitive variant. The next page shows you how to build your cube in real life. So it tells you what is the cube, and it gives you some useful information on organizers and sleeves as well. Down here at the very bottom, it shows you where to buy some of these sleeves that are recommended for the cards. And that's kind of it for the website for the most part. The last couple things I'll just mention is the Discord group and the Facebook group. We have links to both of those right here. They're very important for the next things I'm about to discuss. So make sure you guys follow those links. I'm going to have them in the description as well. And you'll be able to get access to the Discord and the Facebook group. Now, those aren't just for people who are going to play competitive or going to play the cube variant. If you're just someone who likes to play the sets, mixed and mangled however you like, that's fine too. The Discord and the Facebook group are full of people just like that, that can answer your questions, that you can build community with. So check it out and you'll be able to be a part of that community. So that brings us to the Discord channel. Whenever you join in, you're going to see the welcome page with some useful information here. If you look on the right, you'll be able to see everyone that's in the Discord. We have a page for announcements, a channel just for general DCDB discussion, a channel for general discussion of anything. And also you see here we have a channel for Tabletop Simulator. So if you guys want to play DCDB online on your computer through the Tabletop Simulator, I have a whole video on that. Link in description showing you guys how to take part of these tabletop games online. You just need to have Steam, buy Tabletop Simulator, and subscribe to the mod for DCDB. It has every single DCDB set in it. So even if you guys weren't interested in just playing Cube, you can access every single set. And if you have friends who you haven't been able to play with recently because of COVID, you guys haven't been meeting up as often, you can play online. That is an option. So I have information on that in the description as well. There's a page for stats, game reportings, our events like tournaments. But the thing I really wanted to get to is the bot. We have a bot in this channel where you'll be able to look up different things by asking them or putting in commands. And they'll pull it straight from the DCDB website that I was just showing you. So if instead of looking through the character search or looking through the car search or looking through those rulings I was telling you about, you can ask the bot and they'll be able to pull that all down for you. So if you're in any channel inside the Discord, you can type in these commands that are listed right here on the screen and I will respond to you. You can also message them directly. So let's say I'm looking for, so the same way I did it earlier, I can just look up Simon. It's gonna message me a list of every single MC and card that has Simon included in it. I was looking for Simon Bass. I question mark. Put the number. He's gonna give you a 4-digit code, 7450. And there's every single ruling for that card. If I just wanted to see how the card looked, I could also keep the lookup function, put in the number, and it shows me how the card looks, and it has the text on the front of the card as well. So all the things you can do on the website, you can do with the bot. If you ever have a question about a specific card during a game, you can come in here, look it up, and find it. Let's put in mirror this time. Mirror master, mirror gun, mirror images. Let's do mirror master. I'll go ahead and show you guys the card. Boom. And now I'm looking for any rulings concerning the card. And there they are, straight from the rule book. You won't have to go searching for it on the website. The bot will do that for you. But the bot also has some interesting functions that relate to you as a player as well. What's my best card? What's my worst card? What's the top cards in competitive? What's the bottom cards in competitive? All that stuff is there. What's my favorite card? What card do I pick up the most? There it is. So all of this is tracked. The more you play DCDB on tabletop, the more you play Cube or competitive, a lot of these stats and things like that will be accumulated. So you can find them through the bot. Now, one great thing about this is each person has their own player profile. So if you've been playing on Tabletop Simulator, you have a profile. Just come in here, exclamation, profile, and he gives me the link. And I can click on my link, and it takes me right to my personal page. This is what we had looked at earlier, and I said I would come back to. It's going to show my rating, it's going to show my trivia score. There's going to be a link to choose my artworks on Tabletop Simulator, so it'll automatically load the starters I like, the kicks I like, the weaknesses I like, whichever ones I choose from each set. So if I click on this, you can see I have Batman selected. I did all Batman everything for my punches, my vulnerabilities, my kicks, and my weaknesses. As soon as you select what you want, you exit out, and it'll automatically be saved. So if there's an event, it'll show which MCs you used. This is where you can access trivia. Trivia is really fun. So if you guys just want to test your knowledge on the cards in the cube, you click the link from your profile page to come to trivia. Trivia will give you 5 questions to answer at a time, and you get a break in between. You can resume whenever you like. The questions are usually how much VP is a card, what's the card's cost, what's this card's type, different things like that. And the higher score you get, the higher you are on the leaderboard. Also, if you get a perfect 100, you get a power ring. And the more power rings you have, the higher up you can get on the leaderboard. Now, there's also special rewards for people that can score high on trivia. Stay tuned for those details, but you guys should try it out and try to get the best score on the leaderboard you can. We actually had a person be able to ban a card from the DCDB Cube because they had the highest trivia score. So it's things like that that you may be able to do. The next thing is if you're a streamer, there's a special overlay for you guys, so you can access that here. Card stats and MC stats, you can find those here. They can relate specifically to you and your personal card stats, so be sure to look into that. You saw the MC stats page already, but I will click on the main deck card stats. It goes even more into detail here, ratings per specific cards, and you can even narrow it down to these cards when they're used with a specific MC, and you can see the rating. So with Animal Man, Captain Boomerang Jr. is a 4. So most people win if they're Animal Man and have that card. Red Lantern Power Ring, Mind Control Hat, the cards you would think help you do well, like teleportation, Of course, they have a really good rating here with someone like Animal Man. And if you click the link, it'll show you, of course, the card art. The personal card stats link is that same thing, but specifically for you. How much you acquire the cards, your average rating with the card, your personal rating with the card, all of that is found under that personal card stats link. And you can also narrow that down by MC as well. Your personal page will show your best performing MCs. It will show your most played MCs, and it'll also have your player stats up to date. The greatest part about this though is the match history. So these are all my games from season 19 so far. If I click on a link, so let's go to my last tournament match, it's gonna show every single card acquired by every single player, their place in that match, the MCs they used, all of that will be listed here. So this is something recent that I think a lot of people don't know about. It's really useful information. For those of you that really like to grind and get ready for a tournament, you can go back and see why your deck maybe wasn't as strong in a certain game, or why it was so strong and why you might have placed first. And even which MCs everyone else used as well. So that's very useful information. Look how many games have been tracked. So I have deck lists from all those games, and you do too. You just have to get access to your personal page. Once again, these are all games played on tabletop though. Robert does go in manually for games that are in person, but we haven't had those in a while, so right now it's just tabletop. So if you guys play on tabletop and you record the scores on the table, they will be recorded here. One last thing for the bot, the same thing I showed you guys earlier on the website, is that you can use it to pull a stack of supervillains. So I just exclamation point stack, and there we go. And if I just want to see it by cost, I can see that, or if I want to reveal them, I can do that as well. And that is it for DCDB website and Discord and the bot. If you guys have any questions, feel free to put it in the comments, or if you're in the Facebook group, post it there, or in the Discord group, you could also post it and people will answer your question. But thanks for watching. If there's anything else I can provide for you guys information-wise, just let me know. I'll make a new video, I'll update this video, whatever you need. We're here to just kind of make sure you guys learn more about this and grow the community. A lot of you love DCDB just like we do, and you want to see more people come and play. So sign up for the Discord, jump on TTS, and come run some games with us, right? That is it for me, Johnny Busket. I'm out. Peace.